Linkin Park are releasing their very first greatest hits collection, and it's missing some huge hit songs. In fact, they skipped an entire era of the band. Who cares if one more album's out? Well, I do. They included One More Light. We're talking about all the hits they missed, and then sequencing our own greatest hits albums in different ways for Linkin Park. Check it out. So, of course, it is called a greatest hits, so they do skip the less successful singles. I understand that. My other issue with this compilation and greatest hits in general is that the track list is not chronological. It's just sort of jumbled together. Did they try to make it a cohesive listen? At first, I thought that the songs were in some kind of order of success or lack thereof, like, the chart position, but it's not correlated to the chart position in any kind of way. It looks like they did go sort of in a flow of listening, which is pretty good. They did a good job at that. I guess if you listen to this compilation like it's a studio record, I don't know how you could do that, but I guess if your brain can comprehend that, I guess I just prefer complete singles collections to these pick and choose greatest hits. Let's see what they left off though. Oh my God. The Hunting Party, completely forgotten, excluded, nowhere on here, not one note of the Hunting Party. An album that was well received, had 5 hit singles that did well. Until It's Gone, Guilty All the Same, Wastelands, Rebellion, The Final Masquerade. They could have skipped over Wastelands and Rebellion like they skipped over other big but not big enough songs. All throughout this project, we'll talk about how many songs. But Guilty All the Same and Until It's Gone, they were number ones. And Final Masquerade has some mega alkalines. Alkalades, excuse me. I was thinking, I can't say that word good. Some articles have called that song the second best Linkin Park song of all time. I don't know why this album, The Hunting Party, was skipped entirely. I don't know if it's like a legal issue, but I would have at least expected Until It's Gone. That was like the big one for that record. It's insanity. Mike Shinoda, you're fired. Points of Authority from Reanimation, that remixed Points of... Okay, I get that. Reanimation was kind of a side thing, so no big deal there. I can deal with that. From the Inside from Meteora, which, while in the top 40, really was kind of a minor hit compared to other Linkin Park songs. So, okay, not a greatest hit. I am very happy that the Jay-Z remix got included. That was a pleasant surprise on this compilation. What I've done, I don't know what I would have done if they skipped this song. It's included, very good. What I've done is indeed there. But wait. Oh, God. Oh, God. Shadow of a Freaking Day, not included. Shadow of the Day. For me, that was the big song. That was like the biggest Minutes to Midnight song, right? It broke records. It got Linkin Park into the exclusive club of U2, REM, Foo Fighters, Kings of Leon, and Muse. There's only 5 other bands that have had 3 top 20 songs at the same time. Stupid Linkin Park. You suck because this song you wrote was so good. That's why you suck. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Linkin Park is very good. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. Oh, but this greatest hits, Given Up, is not included. The greatest Linkin Park song ever in the history of the band is not on this greatest hits collection. I am going to replicate Chester's scream. I'm so angry. Let's do this. It's easy. He only did 17-second scream, so let's go. I'm going to do it. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I got to get a timer going. We're going to do it stopwatch. Okay. just had surgery too. That was probably not a good idea. Okay, we did it though. We did it. You try it. You do it in the comment section. You guys do the 17-second fry scream and see if you can do better. Also, I just had hernia bowel obstruction surgery. The Catalyst, not included. It gave them more #1 hit singles in the charts than anyone. How did this song get skipped? It debuted at #1. I know there was some mixed reception to that era of Linkin Park, that album, but come on. Burning in the Skies, not included. One of their best songs. Iridescent! Iridescent, not included! Yeah, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this greatest hits collection. Not Alone. I do understand this one. It was kind of a standalone charity single. And while good, I understand most of us, most people, probably haven't heard it. I'm on a journey to hear every song I've recorded. I haven't heard this one that many times. Maybe this song is Alone. That's pretty funny. Lost in the Echo, not included. Powerless, not included. A Light That Never Comes, not included. And then, like we talked about earlier in the video, all 5 Hunting Party singles not on this thing. Nowhere to be seen. Like A Light That Never Comes. Fun! Speaking of fun words, Heavy, not included. So freaking messy. Talking to Myself, not included. She Couldn't, not included. Fighting Myself, not included. 15 hit singles completely left off their greatest hits collection. Out of the 15, I would have only left out Not Alone if I were going to leave out anything, but I wouldn't because I'm a completist. If you're going to do this to a freaking artist catalog, you might as well boil their career down to the bare essentials with 10 greatest hits with a track list starting with their 10th biggest song and working your way up to the end like this. But what I want is the opposite, a complete chronological singles collection which would look like this. It's still going to be up on the screen for a while because that's a lot to digest. It's almost perfect 2020 split between early Linkin Park and final era Linkin Park era. But let's be real, there's not a third era coming. Or is there? As I do in a lot of my album reviews, let's say you don't have 2.5 hours to listen to all the best of Linkin Park. This is what my selective greatest hits by Linkin Park would look like instead of the garbage that they're releasing. It's basically what they released, but in crisp, clean, chronological order. But I've got Hunting Party represented instead of all those kind of weird standalone recent singles. So their version doesn't suck too bad. But Giving Up and Shadow of a Day are absolute ridiculous skips for me. Hunting Party deserves at least one song in the mix, and Heavy deserves a slot as well. Screw you, Linkin Park. I'm just kidding. I hope that one day, somehow, there is a volume 2 to this, and they let me compile it.